Hopefully, see Mr. James. I told him to put some up here. Yeah. Check, check. Get everybody start making their way to their seats. We're going to get started in a couple minutes here. Got a couple things I just want to run through before we get going. Commencement is a celebration of the accomplishments and hard work of all of our graduating seniors. It is a dignified and proper celebration. These graduating seniors have earned the right to be respected as adults. From everyone who has been invited to be part of our ceremony today, please help us give them the dignified ceremony that they have earned by allowing their names to be heard as they cross the stage today. Your cooperation will enhance the enjoyment and remembrance of this celebration for all. We respectfully request that all cell phones and electronic devices please be turned off or switched to silent mode at this time, and keep that through the duration of the ceremony. At the end, after today's recessional, all the graduates will be going to the back, and directly they will be getting their diplomas back there, and then they'll be exiting through the southwest exit, so you'll be able to meet them at the southwest exit. Parents, please meet your graduates then in the southwest parking lot. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation, and we're going to get started here promptly at 9:30. Thank you. Oh, okay. I can tell you where they're seated, what side they'll be on. I printed out just in case. There's a couple that I wanted to make sure. I got two of them. I was like, what side are you guys on? What's the last name? Okay. Bruton B26, so they'll be on the left side. Okay, just come on up there. Yep, she should. Yep. Slate, so it starts with S. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there you go. We'll have I think hopefully Nicole's will have the other board members. They kind of get up there and. Yeah. Usually I do this year just because of my phone. Sorry, no, I want to make sure this gets turned off. They gave me a radio.
Yeah, you can do that. I'll put them on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of our national anthem by the John Glenn Band and Orchestra. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. You can now be seated. Good morning, everybody. My name is Mr. Kelly. I'm the principal here at John Glenn High School. I would like to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2025. At this time, the John Glenn Band and Orchestra, under the direction of Miss Andrea Bonner, will now play one selection entitled Gravitas, composed by Soon He Newbold. Miss Bonner? Great job, band. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the members of our Wayne-Westland Board of Education who have come here today to honor our graduating seniors. These dedicated individuals are charged with establishing the policies and procedures for the entire school district. Spend countless hours ensuring a quality education for all. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. Please hold your applause until all members of the board have been introduced. Ms. Kimberly May, President. Ms. Luana Abney Mitchell, Vice President. Ms. Melody Hines, Secretary. Andrew Ambers, Treasurer. Shannon Roshan, Trustee. Frederick Weaver, Trustee. And David Cox, Trustee. Also at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the superintendent and the members of her cabinet. Each member of the cabinet is dedicated to providing the best educational opportunities possible for Wayne-Westland students. Again, please hold your applause until all members of the cabinet have been introduced. Jennifer Curry, Interim Superintendent. Jewel Claire, Chief Financial Officer and Business Finance. Alex O'Feely, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources. And Scott Toko, Assistant Superintendent of Administrative Services and Operations. Also, at this time, I want to acknowledge our class sponsors. Miss Blay and Miss Oliver, both of them have given countless hours to our seniors to make sure it's a year to remember. Would Miss Blay and Miss Oliver please stand and let's give them a round of applause. John Glenn's staff is divided into 10 different departments with the chairperson representing each department. Each chair has a wide range of experience in their subject areas and commits many extra hours every year to our educational program. Department chairs, could you please stand at this time and let's give them a round of applause. It is also my pleasure to introduce the John Glenn and Career Tech staff. These are the people most directly responsible providing our students with the knowledge and the skills to be successful in their daily lives. Without their guidance and dedication, we would not be here today. With the John Glenn and Career Tech staff, please stand and let's give them a big round of applause. Now I have the privilege of introducing the administration of William D. Ford Technical Center and John Glenn High School. These educators represent the leaders of today just like we represent the leaders of tomorrow. As leaders, they have provided us with the direction to make it through the last 4 years and the skills to live a lifetime. Please hold your applause until all administrators have been introduced. From the William D. Ford Career Technical Center, Ms. Stephanie Bigelow, Principal, Ms. Daniel Calhoun, Mr. Daniel Calhoun, Assistant Principal, John Glenn Administration, Mr. Nick James, Assistant Principal, Ms. Christine Doyle, Assistant Principal, Mr. Adrian Edwards, Assistant Principal, and Mr. Jason Malloy, Athletic Director. Let's give them a big round. At this time, I'd like to call up your valedictorian, Peyton Parker. Take your time. You're good. You can adjust this however you want. They're pretty good. You can adjust them however you want.
Good morning, friends, faculty, family, and fellow graduates. My name is Peyton Parker, for those who didn't catch it the first time, and I'm incredibly honored to be standing here today. Before I begin, I would like to take the time to mention those who could not make it into this room today. For me, hey Dad, wherever you may be, I hope you're seeing this, and I hope you're proud. But I know I'm not alone in experiencing a great loss, so let's take a brief moment of silence to honor those who we wish could be here. Thank you. To the class of 2025, congratulations. I know you've heard it plenty already, and by the end of the week, I'm sure you'll be tired of the words, hugs, and pictures, but don't let that dull its meaning. This isn't a mere formality, but a recognition of every challenge you pushed through and every moment you've kept going. You did it. Let it sink in. Some of you may know me for cheering at football games, decorating hallways and bulletin boards, driving a bright orange Jeep, or napping on the library couches. As small as moments like those may seem, they make up the picture that is our time at John Glenn. That's what made writing this speech incredibly challenging. How do you sum up 4 years of laughter, learning, love, and life lessons into a mere 4 minutes? Maybe you don't. Maybe you honor the journey instead. So, here's to high school, to laughing with your table the entire hour of science class, when you definitely have a packet due at the end of the week, to taking naps in the library, to going all out during spirit days, even when you're getting strange looks in the hallways, to sitting in your favorite teacher's room during lunch, to all the times we said, "My mom said she can take us there if your mom could take us home," to laughing until our stomachs hurt. Here's to our journey. Of course, we couldn't have made it here by ourselves. There's a handful of people we owe it to. To all the staff members who watched us grow these past years, on the behalf of the class of 2025, we thank you. With your support, encouragement, and time, you have helped shape our success, and we are incredibly grateful. To all of our families and friends, there are not enough words to express our gratitude. All of your efforts do not go unnoticed, and we are forever thankful for all you have done for us. Whether it was helping with homework, believing in us during times we didn't believe in ourselves, or signing off on too many excused absences. You have been a crucial aspect of our journey, and we are forever appreciative. It truly does take a village, and the class of 2025 has some of the best. And naturally, since I wouldn't be up here without them, I have to give a special shout out to mine. To my family and friends who are here today, I give you my deepest love and gratitude. Your endless encouragement and support has fueled me to be up on this stage today. I hope I've made you all proud, and I hope you're catching my good side in all these pictures and videos, especially you, Graham. To my mom, thank you for being everything I needed and more. I am forever grateful for you teaching me the value of dedication and hard work, exemplified with your sacrifices and diligence. There are truly not enough words or time to describe how much of an impact you've had on me and how lucky I am to have you. And thank you for always calling the school on my behalf, even though I'm sure you'd rather do just about anything else. To Jimmy and Crystalline, I couldn't have asked for better siblings, and I'm sorry to say, but I think this moment officially makes me the favorite. To the class of 2025, I thank you for the memories. While these past years weren't always perfect or pretty, they were ours, and I'm glad to have shared them with you. I truly wish some of you would continue to be a part of my story, but even if not, I'll carry these memories with me. Still, if any of you see me at the University of Michigan, don't be afraid to say hello, and go blue. Looking ahead, learning to appreciate the small things doesn't end with high school. Even with life's uncertainties, remember that the future is wide open and has your name on it. I don't have the exact answers, none of us do, but I think that's the best part. This isn't the end of our story, but the beginning of a new chapter in our life's journey. I encourage you all to go out and enjoy life. Yes, chase your goals, but remember to slow down, look around, and be present enough to see the good that's already in your life. Embrace the little moments, cherish those around you. To the class of 2025, I give one final heartfelt congratulations. I hope you carry these words with you and that you learn to find joy in all life has to offer. Relish this moment, remember the journey. You've earned it. Thank you.
At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce one of your own, John Glenn graduates, who would like to share an inspirational story. Please welcome Madison Moner.
Right here? Good morning, class of 2025. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Madison Moner. This will not be your traditional speech. I am thankful for having an opportunity to say a few words to my classmates, family, and friends. I'm going to tell you a quick story about what I've endured and overcame these past several years. I am a girl who's accomplished all my goals despite those who told me that I couldn't. I was a regular kid doing what kids do, carefree and enjoying life, until one day at the age of 9, my life changed forever. It was an early afternoon when my mom and I were on the highway from an eye doctor's appointment. I was waking up from a nap to see that we were still on the road. Once I was fully awake, I began to hear static. I must have fallen asleep. Okay. Thank you. I must have zoned out because I remember my mom yelling my name to see if I was okay. She began to clap her hands in an effort to get me out of whatever trance-like state I was in. This unusual feeling went on for about a few times a day for a week. A week later, my mom took me to Monroe Hospital to see exactly what was going on. Sorry. They ran tests, and that's when I was diagnosed with epilepsy. Epilepsy is a seizure disorder. I was placed on several different medications. As time went by, my seizures began to increase. I went from having 2 to 3 seizures a day to having 10 to 20 seizures a day. I was what's called absent and grandma seizures. Every day and night for the next 2 years, that was my new norm. During that time, I began to feel drained mentally and physically. And as a kid, I didn't really understand why this was happening to me. Although this was going on, I still enjoyed life. Doing things with my family and friends, when I would feel a seizure coming on, my family was always there to make sure that I was okay. There was always someone around me for my safety. Once my seizures were over, I would go back to playing. A little over a year in, after finding out I had epilepsy, my left arm began to twitch on its own. My arm shook uncontrollably, and at times it was to a point it caused a slight twitch in my face. My mom took me to the hospital to see exactly what was wrong. I was terrified, still trying to, okay.
Want to use this to follow along?
Yeah. Thank you. I was still trying to understand myself, what was happening, and why. They suggested that I would need a brain biopsy to see exactly what was causing this new condition. The results shown that I had Rasmussen's encephalitis. Rasmussen's encephalitis is a rare progressive autoimmune neurological disease, in other words, a rare form of epilepsy. After trying all different kinds of medications to help my seizures to stop, even the ketogenic diet, nothing worked. The doctors explained to my family that Rasmussen's encephalitis was a very aggressive on my brain. They told us that it would be best for me to get the brain surgery. They explained if I did not get brain surgery, it would eat away at my brain, which was rapidly deteriorating. After my family and I had a meeting with a team of doctors who informed them that I would need a brain surgery in order to stop my seizures, my mom decided to get a second opinion from another hospital. A few months later, we went to Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore, Maryland. It was told it would be best to get brain surgery since we exhausted all options. Once back home, my mom called my neurologist my neurologist to set a date for my brain surgery. The doctor explained how my life would be after I received brain surgery. They explained that they explained that the brain surgery would be as if I had a stroke. I would have to learn how to do all my everyday life things like walking, talking, eating, and swallowing as if I had a stroke. Also, I was told that I wouldn't be able to see out of my peripheral vision on my left side. I wasn't scared or nervous about the surgery. I was just ready to stop having seizures. because they were getting worse. On November 12th, 2018, I had brain surgery, which was 9.5 hours long. I went through physical therapy. I learned everything all over again prior to surgery. Prior to surgery, I was able to move both arms, hands, and both legs and feet. After surgery, I was not able to do so anymore. Everything on my left side was different. My life changed, and I was worried about how I would be in my future. Worried if I would fit in, worried about people not liking me because of my situation, worried if my left arm would ever start working again. I asked God why.
You're doing awesome.
Thank you. I asked God why. I was very happy and grateful to not have seizures anymore, but a little sad because I wasn't able to run anymore or do things with my left arm or left hand. I came to high school feeling nervous and anxious, nervous because how I was physically. During these past 4 years of high school has been a roller coaster for me. I've dealt with depression in my first year of high school with a few days and in the hospital on and off. I felt like I wasn't enough. I felt like no one would like me. I feared for my future. I developed anxiety, which caused me to overthink about a lot, wondering if I was good enough in school, being told by certain teachers that I would have to think realistically about becoming a brain surgeon. Being told that I wouldn't be able to keep up. Being told that I wouldn't be able to get my diploma. Being told that general ed classes was not best for me. But I proved everyone wrong. I was able to show everyone, but most importantly myself, that you can overcome any obstacle in life. I worked very hard to get where I am today. I'm no longer feeling insecure about anything. Thank you.
Yeah, I know they stick together.
Thank you. Okay. I've decided to go to college in the fall to become a nurse. I want to give back and help those like how I was helped. I asked God why me, but over time, I began to ask, why not me? God has different plans for me in my life. After going through brain surgery, learning everything, again, being told that I couldn't or wouldn't be able to do, only gave me strength. And look at me now. I know who I am and whose I am. Beating the odds, showing that you can do anything you want in life. I'm standing as proof, showing you that no matter what people, that no matter what people say, you will achieve. You will overcome, you will succeed, you will make it. I always keep God first. Know that you can trust Him. Know that you can trust God and know that His plan is bigger than anything. You might not understand during that moment, but it will make sense as time goes on. As time goes by. To graduates, despite what people tell you, if you believe it, you can achieve it. But don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. The sky is the limit. With that being said, I would like to say congratulations to class of 2025.
Good job. Members of the Board of Education, fellow educators, parents, friends, and relatives, the members of the class of 2025 who are assembled here today have successfully completed the graduation requirements established by John Glenn High School and the Wayne-Westland Community School District. Having earned their diplomas signifies that the members of the class of 2025 have met or exceeded the educational standards for the state of Michigan. We, the administration, and the faculty of John Glenn High School recommend the class of 2025 to receive their diplomas with all rights, responsibilities, and privileges thereof. I now present to you the John class graduating class of 2025. Please welcome, for presentation of diplomas, Ms. Kimberly May, Board President.
Good morning, graduates, families, faculty, and friends. Today marks a significant milestone in your lives. As I look out at your faces, some beaming with pride, others perhaps filled with a mix of excitement and apprehension, I am reminded of the extraordinary journey that has brought each of you to this moment. Today, I want to share 4 life lessons that I've learned through my journey: persevering, being a good human, becoming who you needed, and giving grace. If there's one quality that has defined your high school experience, it's perseverance. You've navigated academic challenges, social pressures, and for many of you, the unprecedented disruption of a global pandemic during your formative years. There were likely moments when you wanted to give up, when the mountain seemed too steep to climb, yet here you are. Your presence today is a testament to your resilience. Remember this feeling, graduates, because life beyond these walls will continue to test your resolve. The ability to persevere, to stand firm in the face of adversity, is not about academic success. It's a skill that will serve you throughout your lives. As you move forward, I want to emphasize something that no transcript can reflect: the importance of being a good human. Our world desperately needs people who choose kindness over convenience, empathy over indifference, and integrity over expediency. Academic achievements are commendable, but how you treat others, especially those who can offer you nothing in return, reveals your true character. Being a good human means recognizing our interconnectedness and understanding that our actions ripple outward, affecting others in ways we may never fully comprehend. Choose to be someone who lifts others up rather than tears them down. Be the person who stands up for what's right, even when it's difficult. Remember that the most meaningful measure of your success will not be found in accolades or material wealth, but in the positive impact you have on the lives around you. Many of you have faced challenges during your high school years. Perhaps you felt misunderstood, overlooked, or even alone at times. Today, I invite you to consider a powerful concept: becoming the person you needed when you were struggling. Did you need someone to believe in you when you doubted yourself? Become that person for someone else. Did you need a mentor, a friend, or simply someone who would listen without judgment? Be that presence in another person's life. Your experiences, both the triumphs and the hardships, have equipped you with unique insights and strengths. Use them not only to forge your own path, but to light the way for others. In doing so, you transform your challenges into gifts that continue to gift. Finally, as you embark on this new chapter, I urge you to embrace the practice of grace, both toward yourself and others. We live in a world that often demands perfection. Social media feeds show curated versions of reality, and the pressure to succeed can be overwhelming. Remember that failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the journey toward it. Grant yourself permission to make mistakes, to learn, and to grow. Grace doesn't mean accepting harmful behavior, Rather, it's about approaching others with compassion and understanding, recognizing our shared humanity even in moments of disagreement or conflict. Graduates, as you move into your next chapter, know that you carry with you not just diplomas, but the capacity and will for greatness. Not greatness measured by fame or fortune, but by the lives you touch, the kindness you show, and the positive change you create. Persevere through challenges. Be good humans in a world that needs your compassion. Become the person you needed when you were younger, and extend grace to yourself and others along the way. Your chapter here may be complete, but your journey has just begun. The world awaits your unique gifts. Go forward with courage, integrity, and open hearts. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are immensely proud of you.
Commencement is a dignified and proper occasion. Your respectful silence is requested during the ceremony so that every family can hear their graduate's name announced as they cross the stage. Your cooperation will enhance the enjoyment and remembrance for this joyous event at all. The graduates will now be following their guides to the stage, and we will begin to present diplomas. Remember, common courtesy and show respect for each graduate and their family by holding any applause until all graduates have been introduced.
Peyton Dawn Parker.
Daniel Wang.
Jason Paulin Markai.
Lyneth Torres.
Alexa Rose Katsis.
Arbessa Gochai.
Alasia Michelle Ziegler.
Melanie Ray Matusik.
Marlene Perez Santiago.
Maya Anissa Moore Pierce.
Angela Nedlakoska.
Jemima Rema Mibang.
Ethan David Schroet.
Kennedy Madison Hill.
Brianna Lee Kennedy.
Joel Oliver Disbro.
Megan Denise Yanity.
Lauren Legia Polocoser.
Kanaja Unique Marie Blank.
Abdul Abdullah.
Zaya Weaver.
Madeline Grace Abraham.
Taylor Nicole Bruton.
Tyler Christian Adamzak.
Diamond Monet Brownlee Crosby.
Munar Katam El Hadi.
Taylor Latea Anaya Monique Ruthie Brooks.
Daniel Salman Al Jalani. I'm sorry.
Emily Elizabeth Brindle.
Ryan Olivia Allen.
Temujin Irvin Boyd Jr.
Olivia Alexandria Aileen.
Dylan James Bowles.
Esther Amanze.
Alyssa Mercedes Booth.
James Howard Bailey III.
Sharon Rose Benedict.
Trevor Allen Bass.
Deontay Robert Bonds.
Jackson Thomas Bastian.
Anasia Sierra Marie Thomas Jackson.
Lily Maya Beardsley.
David Ryan Irby.
Kathleen Elizabeth Becker.
Brian Cryer.
Blake Frederick Bunsey.
Zion Isaac Collins.
Dante Edward Burt.
Jordan Ellen Lee Curtis.
Aiden Michael Butler.
Trenton Lee Cunningham.
Shania Ariane Caldwell.
Aaron Hunter Cunin.
Ashley Campos.
Gabrielle Marie Cummings.
Javier Campos.
Melanie Jasmine Cruz Santiago.
Jaden Anthony Caramango.
Avion William Crosby.
Kyrie Lewis Carter.
Katie Lynn Cook.
Aiden Anthony Castro.
Zoe Juanita Connolly.
Austin Michael Siebold.
Gabriella Marie Collis.
Christabel Sinachi Chime. Ginger Grace.
Lorena Gochai.
Ginger Grace Chisholm.
Owen Jeremy Gligloa.
Madison Elizabeth Clary.
Haley Elizabeth Gilbert.
Adrian Michael Klingman. Dominic Kieran DeMar.
Ethan Alejandro Gilbert.
Corrine? Okay, just making sure. Corinne, okay. Dominic Corinne DeMar. You got this. I can say this one.
Aaron Jordan Gibson.
Christian Davis.
Nicholas Charles Gianfermi.
Kendall Simone Christine Davis.
Angel William Ganem.
Montel Ahmed Davis Jr.
Artur Jesus Garcia.